Hi everyone, Alexandre Belmar with you. This week I'm talking about the EasyReader application on iOS. This application allows you to read audiobook from the Cellular library or CNIB library. It replaced the direct-to-player application. This app also allows you to read Bookshare books as well as Word document, EPUB, and other DZ books. Please note that during the next few weeks, we'll publish less podcasts than usual due to the summer vacation. We'll be right back during the week of July 23rd. Enjoy! We've discussed together in the last podcast about solutions how to access accessible audiobooks through Victor Reader. So how to connect Victor Reader to Wi-Fi and access the Cellular library with Victor, and how to use the Cellular library website. Today I'd like to discuss with you about the EasyReader application made by Dolphin Incorporated. This application is available on multi-platform, iOS, Android, as well as a Windows version seems to be available. Regarding this one, I did not test it yet. However, if you want to do it, you will be free to do so. Regarding the Android version, I've tested out with the last version of Android Oreo. However, this one has a couple of really weird and strange bugs, especially when trying to read an audiobook. During the reading, I'm receiving push notification every, let's say, 3 seconds. And this is something that is really annoying. However, I found a way to turn this off. So maybe in a next podcast episode, I'll be able to cover the Android version and particularity of this version, even if it's really similar to the iOS one. But I'll be more than happy to discuss with you about the version available on Android. If you want to hear about this, please let me know. Regarding the iOS, this is the version that we'll cover today. I'll go ahead and explain you how to use the iOS version. For this, I'm gonna use an iPhone. And regarding this application, yes, it's gonna allows you to download and listen some book from the Cellular library. By the way, you have the possibility either to listen to audiobook in streaming or to download them, so you have the choice. By the way, the app is also compatible with Bookshare. I'll be able to show you how to connect through Bookshare using EasyReader. It is also compatible with other library services that unfortunately I don't have access to them. And you can also use this app to import some DZ books, DZ 2.0, DZ 3.0 in zip. I'll show you a bit later how to do this. And also you'll have the possibility to read some docx, so Word, EPUB, and many other format. So this is pretty cool, and it is fully supporting audio as well as plain text documents. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and open EasyReader and show you the interface.
EasyReader. Double tap. Loading.
All right, so first time that I'm opening this app, and now I am on the welcome screen.
The accessible reading app for people with dyslexia, blindness, or low vision. Sit back and relax with your text, books, and newspapers read aloud with human-sounding voices. Driven by accessibility. Access all areas with Voiceover.
Right.
Read in comfort with your preferred thousands of accessible books. Includes the world's largest collection of it. Choose your library for instant. Start reading. Log into your Dolphin account or sign up for free. Sign up button. Login button. More information about Dolphin account button. Page 4 of 4. Adjust. Page 4.
And this is it. So like you've just heard, we don't have any choice to create a Dolphin account. That is something a bit strange because if you're not using Dolphin library services, even if you're not using them, you'll not have the choice to create an account. And right now, the thing is that if you create an account, even if you sign in after that to your Sella account, your Bookshare, if you put some markup in books, or if you process some settings, you'll not be able to recover all your data if you go ahead and change device, even if you're logged back in on the same Dolphin account. So this is a bit strange, but unfortunately we have no choice to create one. So I already have mine. However, I'll show you very quickly how to create one.
Page, more information, login, button, sign up,
So
button.
I'll click on sign up
Sign
just
up for
to
a
show
Dolphin
you
account
what
to
is
get started
required.
with EasyReader. Email. Text field.
This is a standard text area where I should enter my email address. I'll not do this for now.
Next, button.
And when I'll go ahead and click next, I'll be prompted to enter a password. When I'll click next, I'll be asked to go and check my emails because they'll send me a confirmation email and I need to validate by clicking a link inside the email. So this is it. Be aware of this. You should create an account and you must validate your email address. So I'll
close button.
click
Welcome
close
to EasyReader.
for now.
The accessible read. Welcome to
And-
Easy. Welcome to the sit back and relax. Driven by Page 2 of more login button.
I'll click
Email.
login
Text
and now I have
Double tap to
a
edit.
form with email
Password. Secure text field.
and password
Login button.
and a login button. So without further ado, I'll go ahead, enter my credentials. As soon as I'll be finished, I'll come back to you. All
Secure
right,
text field
this
is
is
editing. 10
done.
characters. Character login button.
So now I can go ahead and click login
Login successful.
and it's done.
You are now logged into EasyReader. OK button. OK button.
Fantastic. I'll
Okay.
click OK.
Empty list.
And I'll go ahead and explain you the screen presentation. So
Side
I'll
menu
start by touching the top left corner of my screen as usual.
Side menu button.
So here's the side menu. We'll check a bit later on what's in there.
My books heading.
My books.
Collection view button. Sort button.
So I have two ways to sort books.
Search field. Double
If
tap
I
to
want
edit.
to search in my books,
No books in your library.
and right now
No books in
I
your
don't have any books there. So I'll click the side menu and we'll explore this one together.
side menu button. My books button. My books.
All
button.
right. So first item there is my books. This is where we are coming from.
Manage libraries.
Manage libraries.
Bookshare. CELA library. EPUB books. Project Gutenberg.
So here are the different libraries available.
Cami Seaport. My newspapers button.
My newspapers. What is that? If your library offers you some newspapers like Bookshare in USA, you'll have the possibility to read them directly from the Dolphin application, the EasyReader application. However, the Sella, even if they offers newspapers, it's not possible to use Dolphin EasyReader to read newspapers from the Sella. I don't know why they are not providing them, but maybe they should work on this in the future.
My clipboard text button.
My clipboard text, don't care about this.
About and help button.
This is if you want to put some text in the clipboard and access it. About, so help.
Log out EasyReader
And if you
Side
want to log out from your EasyReader account.
Log out side menu button. My books heading.
And if we continue,
Collection view.
you'll see that the previous screen is still on the screen because menus as well as dialog box in these applications are appearing like over the rest of the screen or at the bottom of it. And that's sometimes disturbing because even if there's an important message showing on, like, you'll still have access to the screen that you were previously on. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they should work on this menu and block the focus inside of it as well as dialogue. We'll see this a bit later on. But I think the main reason why they did this is because it is cool to see when looking at your screen. So this is, I think, a visual effect only. Anyways, I'll go ahead and
My Books, Manage Libraries.
click Manage Libraries because I'll show you how to remove libraries that you don't need on your screen. So click
Manage
there.
Libraries. Side menu, Manage Libraries, heading, Bookshare. Bookshare, switch button, on.
So
Double
I
tap to toggle
have
setting.
on the side of each library on-off switch. So I'll keep Bookshare here.
Carmi Seaport. Carmi Seaport, switch button, on.
I don't care.
Double tap to toggle setting, Carmi Seaport, switch button,
Turning
off.
off.
CELA Library. CELA Library, switch button, on.
Sure, I'll keep
Double
this
tap
one.
to AirPub Books. AirPub Books, switch button, on. Double tap to toggle setting, off.
remove this one for now.
Project Gutenberg. Project Gutenberg, switch button, on.
I don't have
Off.
any accounts there, so I'll remove.
Anderselsen. Anderselsen. B, switched, on. Avenue,
Oops.
Anderselsen, off. Avenue 3715.ru. Avenue 3715.ru, switch button, off. CBB. CBB, switch button, off. Dolphin Library. Dolphin Library, switch button, off.
Here's the
Double tap to-
Dolphin library. So in the future, if you want to create an account and use services directly offered by Dolphin, you should turn this on so you'll be able to access their services from there, I think.
DZB Leipzig. DZB Leipzig, switch button, off. DZDN. DZDN, switch button, off.
There's a lot.
Inleidningsdienst AB. Inleidningsdienst AB, switch button, off. KDD. KDD, switch button, off. Legimus, switch button, off. NPH Hamburg, switch button, off. NLB, switch button, off. Noda, switch button, off. Pause and Leisen, Bogan, switch button, off. RNIB Bookshare, switch button, off. SBS, switch button, off. Vision Australia, switch button, off. Vision Australia.
And this is it. So there's a lot of available library. So if you have some accounts in some of them, you'll be free to turn them on. So
Side
I'll
menu,
click back
side
the
menu, My
side
Books,
menu.
Manage Live, Bookshare.
Then
CELA, My Newspapers,
if
button.
I look at my menu, I only have right now the Bookshare as well as the Sella. So
CELA Library.
I'll click Sella and we'll be prompted
CELA
to
Library.
connect
Password.
to my account.
Secure text field. Password. Username. Text field.
So again,
Double tap to edit.
username.
Password.
Password.
Secure login button.
At this time, it is not requiring your Dolphin password. It is requiring your CELA user and password. So again, I'll go ahead and enter my credential. As soon as I'll be finished, I'll be right back with you. I am now ready to click on login.
Login button. Waiting for loading. The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany, 1979. Daisy.
Right now, I am in my library from Sella. So I've already put some book ready to download using the Sella library website using direct download function. And if you need some assistance using the Sella library website, I'll suggest you to listen to one of my previous podcasts that I've made especially on this website. So right now, maybe we'll be able to go ahead and export the screen again.
Show menu button.
Again, the menu.
CELA Library. Heading. Log out button.
Log out if I want to disconnect from Sella, not from the Dolphin, but from the Sella account.
Show results in CELA Library. The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany, 1979. Daisy, 89.44 megabytes.
This is the book that I've chosen.
Book information button.
Book information.
Book information.
And this is it. On this screen, even if you click on the book title or on book information, you'll have access to the same window. So I'll click book information and I'll show
The
you.
Last Black Unicorn by back button. Book information. Heading. The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Haddish, Tiffany, borrow, button. Stand-up comedian. Format. Stand-up comedian and actress Tiffany Haddish grew up in one of the poorest parts of South Central Los Angeles. Her mother wound up with a debilitating brain injury after surviving a car accident.
So
Tiffany never fit in anywhere, not in the households she rotated through in the foster care system, and certainly not in nearly all-white high school. Format. Size. 8. Library. CELA Library. Identifier. DA 56140. Date. 2017.
So a lot of information regarding the book here.
Publisher. CNI. Source. 978150824. Requires return. Yes. Author. Haddish, Tiffany, 1979. Subjects. Biography. Subjects. Women. Subjects. Actors' biography. Subjects. Bestsellers. Nonfic. Narrator. Tiffany Haddish. Language. On. Language.
And this is it. So if you remember, we saw earlier on the screen a borrow button. So
Back button. Book. The Last Black Haddish. Borrow button.
I'll click on this one.
Please wait. The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish.
All right. And
Haddish, Tiffany, 1979.
if I go forward,
Open as stream button.
I have open a stream. So to listen to it on a streaming using my internet connection, and
Download button.
download. So you have the choice to do either one or the other. I'll choose download for now because I'd like to show you how to do so. So if you need to listen to books without any internet connection, make sure to download them first, and after that you can turn on the airplane mode. This is exactly what we're gonna do for the demonstration. So
Download button.
clicking on
Download.
download,
Download button. 2% downloaded.
and so now I can monitor the download because I'm seeing the percentage.
Stand 59% downloaded.
It's going to be really quick.
91% downloaded. 100% down.
All right,
The
it is
Last Black Unicorn
done.
by Tiffany Haddish.
And now I can go ahead and turn on the airplane mode. Hey Siri, turn on airplane mode.
I may stop working if you turn airplane mode on. Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I turned on airplane mode.
Here we go. So the airplane mode is now turned on.
Side
I'll
menu button.
click
Side menu
the
button.
side menu
Side menu. My
and
books. The Last Black
select,
The Last My Books button.
click on my books.
The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Haddish. Book
And
information.
so now I
button.
can see the book.
Action. Book information.
And
The Last Black Unicorn
now,
by Tiffany
if I
Haddish.
click
Haddish.
on
Tiffany.
the
Loading.
book title, it
Image.
is now loading. It's ready. And I'll start playing the book by double tapping with 2 fingers.
The Last Black Unicorn.
Production of this accessible.
It's working. I've paused it. And now I'll go ahead again and explore the screen with you.
Side menu button. Search button.
Again, the side menu. Search if your book is a plain text book, which is not the case here. I'll show you with a plain text book a bit later on. You can perform a search inside your book.
Bookmarks button.
If you want to place a bookmark, you'll have the possibility to do so.
Sleep off button.
Sleep timer,
Text settings button.
text settings. We'll come back to them a bit later.
Audio settings button.
Audio settings, same thing.
Image.
Image, there's no utility for us.
Section 1 of 17.
This is here the heading of the section.
Back button.
Back button, really, it doesn't have a major utility. I did not find something really useful associated to this button, but anyway, I think you'll have the possibility to move backward based on time, but really there's no documentation regarding this one, and it is not working as expected. Anyways,
0, 1.
here is the time that we've listened inside the section, not necessarily from the beginning of book.
3% adjustable. 0.54.
So like 3%, like time elapsed as well as time remaining, and 3% is based on the length of the current section of the book. So you know, a Easy book is usually divided by headings. So it is going to be like the time inside this particular heading.
Book navigation button.
Book navigation, I'll come back to this one a bit later on.
Previous button.
Previous. So if I want to go back to the previous heading, or I can set it up to a time jump also. We'll see this a bit later.
Play.
Play. Play pause.
Next button.
Next. Same thing as previous, but the other way.
Navigation settings
And
button.
navigation settings. I'll come back to this a bit later on too.
Navigation settings button.
All right, so we covered all the options. I'll click first of all on text settings.
Image, audio, text, sleep, text settings button. Text
Just
settings
to show
back
you.
button. Text size 130%.
This is
Font. Books
visual
default font.
settings.
Font list. Books margins 6%. 6%. Line spacing 120. Letter spacing 0 point. Color theme. Color theme list. Text color. Background color. Sentence highlight. Word highlight color. Reset to default. But reset
This
to default
is
button.
really not something
button.
useful for a voiceover
Side
users.
menu. Side menu.
So I'll click back
Search button.
and
Image.
I'll show you
Audio
audio
settings,
settings.
Audio setting. Back button. Audio speed 100%. Adjustable.
So
Swipe.
this is the audio speed. I can increase it by swiping up, decrease it by swiping down.
100%. Play sound on bookmark. Play sound on bookmark. Switch button on.
Play sound on bookmarks. What it means, if you place some bookmark in a book, and then if you're reading again your books, it's going to indicate your bookmark by playing a sound. I'll do a demonstration of this a bit later.
Play on navigation.
Play on navigation.
Play on navigation. Switch button off.
What is that? By default, it's off. It is if you select a particular section in the book, because yes, compared to a Victor Reader Stream 3x Stratus, you can select a specific section without having to click next all the time, because there's a way to list all book sections. So after selecting a section, do you want to have to click on play to start reading, or would you like that the application start reading by itself? By default, it's not going to start reading by itself. You need to click on the play button or perform a double tap with 2-finger gesture.
Rewind audio on book load.
Rewind audio on book load.
20. Text field.
What it means,
Double tap to edit.
every time you'll reload your book, when starting playing it, it's gonna start 20 seconds previous to the position that you were before leaving it. So this is useful if you want a short reminder about what you were reading before leaving the book. The minimum you can set this value to is 2 seconds.
Switch button on.
The switch
Double tap to
button
toggle setting.
on. Unfortunately, right now I don't have any explanation regarding this switch. There's no label on this one, so I'm a bit surprised about this, but there's no documentation explaining these features, unfortunately.
Reset to default button.
Reset to default.
Reset to default button.
I think I have no explanation there to give. And I'll click back button.
Back button. Back button. Audio settings. Heading.
All right then. I'll
Side menu.
go ahead and click the navigation settings.
Navigation settings button.
Because I want to show you
Back button.
different setting. You can configure previous and next button.
Navigation settings. 15 seconds.
So you can set it up to 15 seconds.
Book default.
Book default. For some book, I know that it is possible, I think, to set up a level like of preset navigation by, let's say, heading of level 1, heading of level 1 and 2, etc.
Heading 1 only.
and
Heading one
then
only.
adding one only. If you have a book that contains multiple heading levels, you should go ahead and return in this setting window and select, for example, level 1, 2, and 3. So with this, you'll make sure to navigate and don't miss any kind of headings in your books. So I'll click
Heading 1 only.
heading 1
Image.
only,
Side menu. Button.
and now I am back inside my book. I'll start reading by double tapping with 2 fingers.
Of this accessible audiobook was made possible in part by the generous support of CNIB donors.
All right, and this is my book. So now, if
Previous. Button.
I'm clicking next,
Next. Next.
Invitation.
Side menu. Button.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Haddish.
so
I would like to
can
invite you to hear about a
switch
few
to
of
the
my
next
experiences
section.
in life so far.
Next.
I know
Button.
that a lot of these
I'll click
stories
next
will
again.
seem
Next.
mascots and bar
Side
mitzvahs,
menu. Button.
high school years,
Next. Button.
Click again.
Next.
Laugh Factory, Comedy Camp.
All right, so
I started doing
I
comedy
can
at 15.
switch
I was getting in trouble in
from
school.
section to
That's what got
section,
me into it.
clicking
It
previous.
was all because
Back.
of
Section
this
4.
one
Image.
teacher.
Book
I
nav.
was talking too
13.
much in
2%.
class,
Zip.
and my
Next.
teacher was
Button.
always
Previous.
sending me to the
Button.
principal.
Previous.
Mascots,
Previous.
bar mitzvahs. Invitation.
Previous. Button.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Haddish.
So
I would like to invite you.
please keep in mind that in some situation when clicking previous or next, the book can stop by itself. This is probably a bug from the EasyReader app. You may restart the book by double clicking with 2 fingers. Now that you understand how it works, I'll go ahead and show you the quick navigation menu. So
Book navigation.
I'll
Button.
click the book navigation button that it's located at the bottom left of my screen.
Book navigate back button.
And
Section 2, level
there.
1. Section 1, bookmarks button. Section 1, level 1, 56s. Section 2, level 1, 1 minute 5 seconds. Section 3, level 1, 34 minutes 20 seconds.
that is pretty cool because from there, I have the possibility to hear the headings. Actually, they are all named section 1, 2, 3, 4, but in some book, they might be more explicit. So anyways.
Section 4, section 6, level, section 7, level 1, 11 minutes 31 seconds.
And for each heading of the book, you can know the level of it as well as the total time for this section. So if I double click,
Section set side menu button.
here I am. But like I said before, the reading did not start automatically due to the setting that we saw previously inside the audio settings sections. So if I want to start a reading, I need to perform a double tap with 2 fingers.
The pimp gets pimped.
Here we go.
The day after the Charlie's Angels Christmas,
Okay, I can stop there. I can now come back to section 2.
Book navigation. Section 4. Section 1. Section 2. Section 2. Section 3. Level 1.
invitation. Hello, my name is Tiffany Haddish.
I'll pause there and I'll go ahead and click bookmark.
Bookmarks button. Bookmarks. Bookmark. Bookmark added. OK button.
Fantastic.
OK button. OK. Image.
Then I'll click again on
Audio text
bookmark.
settings. Sleep timer. Bookmarks button. Bookmark alert. EasyReader would like to access the microphone.
This is a normal message. If you click on bookmark for the second time, or if you click on bookmark at the position of a bookmark, the window will be quietly different. So
The audio recorded by this app is stored securely and is not shared.
all right. So I'll give access to the microphone.
Don't allow. OK button.
Okay.
EasyReader. Save back button.
There we go.
Bookmark.
If
heading.
I click right,
Cancel button. Text note.
I can add a text note
Text
to my
field.
bookmark.
Audio note. Text field. Double tap to edit. Use the rotor to access. Text field is editing. Dictate. Double.
This is a test bookmark.
Thinking. Inserted this as a test bookmark. Audio note.
And
Bookmarks ACC_rec button.
I can also record an audio note. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Stop.
The author presents herself.
Play.
Here we go.
0 minutes,
And
4 seconds.
if I
Play
click play,
button. Stop.
the author presents herself. Here we go.
0 minutes. Remove audio. Bookmark. Original text.
And
Bookmarks. Bookmarking. Prediction.
perfect. And then
Save.
I
Back button.
can click the upper left button. So this is the
Save.
save
Image.
button. And
Section 2. 2 of 17.
now,
Image.
if I
Book
go ahead
navigation
and
button.
click book
Book
navigation,
section 3. Section 1. Bookmarks. Pages. Bookmark. Page. Selected.
I just want to
Heading.
show
Book
you
navigation.
something
Heading.
that I've passed through. And the book navigation window,
Selected. Headings.
you have the
button. 1 of 3.
possibility to navigate by headings,
Pages. Button.
by
2 of 3.
pages,
Bookmarks. Button. 3 of
or
3.
by bookmarks. So if I click
Selected.
bookmarks,
This is a test bookmark. 0. This is a test
There it
bookmark.
is.
0%.
if I want to delete my bookmark, I can flick up
Delete.
and double click. I'll not do this right now because I want to show you something.
Play. Bookmark edit. Button.
And or I
Swipe
can
up or down to
either read the associated audio note or edit my bookmark.
bookmark edit.
And if, by
Book
the way,
navigate.
I
Pages.
select
Button. 2 of
pages,
selected. Bookmark. Search. Current page.
the thing is that here I can't navigate by page because they did not set up page numbers for this book. So
Book selected. Page.
I'll
Heading. Book navigate. Headings. Book
click
selected.
again
Heading.
on headings,
Section 6.
Then I'll select
section 1. Bookmarks.
the
Section
first
1.
heading,
Section 1.
which is
Section
section
2. Level
1.
1.
The last black unicorn.
And
Production of
What I'm
Section
gonna
1.
do,
1 is back. Button. 0.
I'll
4.
show you the percentage
11%.
so
Adjustable.
I can adjust this.
25%. 38%. 48%.
I'll bring it near 95, something like this.
66%. 76%.
Read by the
86%. 96%.
There we go.
Invitation.
0%.
Invitation. Hello, my name is Tiffany Haddish. I would like to
Did you hear the small sound?
0%.
invitation. Hello, my name.
This one. This sounds indicate that you are close to a bookmark. So if you want to review what you've just recorded as audio note as well as your text note, you can either click bookmark or go inside the navigation, the book navigation menu, and you'll have the possibility to see your bookmark. And remember that you can turn off this sound by going inside your audio settings like I've showed you before. I'm gonna show you very quickly the sleep timer.
Sleep timer off. Button. Sleep time. Alert. Sleep timer. 15 minutes. 30 minutes. 45. 60 minutes. Cancel. Cancel.
So if you want to set up a timer, you just need to click the appropriate time and you should be all set. Clicking cancel.
Side
If
menu.
I want to exit my book, I'll go ahead and click the side navigation menu.
Side menu. But the last black unicorn. My manage libraries.
Then
My books. Button.
I'll click my books and
The Last Black
I'll
Unicorn by
be
Tiffany
back
Haddish.
inside my book list. Now this is done. I'd like to show you how to import Daisy books in zip format as well as some Word documents. It's going to be the same way, but I'll do it with Daisy books. And for this, I've already put 2 different books in my Dropbox account. I've put an audiobook as well as a Daisy text book. So we'll go ahead together and see how to import those books directly inside the EasyReader application. Those books are coming from the Sella library. However, you can grab Daisy books wherever else. You are not obliged to grab them, don't worry, from the Sella library. If you already have them on CD, you can grab the CD, rip it, process a zip file, then put it inside your Dropbox, OneDrive, whatever else, and grab it using EasyReader application. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and open my Dropbox folder and show you how to do so.
EasyReader. Dropbox. Dropbox. Home. Heading. Search your files. Create. Tab. Files. Tab. Search. Button. Books. Folder. Books. Files. Back button.
I am now in my book folder in my Dropbox folder that contains the book that I want to import in my EasyReader application. So I'll go ahead and find the two books that I'd like to import.
Search. Select. More actions. Books. Head. Books. Only you. Dim. Share. Select sort mode. Button.
So I'm now clicking right.
List view. 7_Canadian_Geographic_April_2018. 4 hyphens. DZ85067-CNIB-Inga. Zip. File.
All right.
29.
Let's start by this one. This is a audiobook. So I'll click.
Canadian books. Back button. Zip files
Then
can't be to view this file. Open. Zip. More actions menu.
I'll click
button.
More Actions
More
menu.
Canadian 20. Share. Manage access. Make available off. Add to start. Export. Button.
Then Export.
Books. Back button. Canadian. Share. AirDrop. Recipient.
And
AirDrop.
from
Next
there,
reminder. Adds a note. Twitter.
Open
button.
with.
Facebook. Dropbox. More. Save to Dropbox. Copy link. Open in. Button.
Open in.
Draggable.
There we go.
Double
Open
tap.
in.
Exporting.
It's now working. And in some situation, we'll have to reopen the same menu and start again the procedure.
Cancel. Export. Canadian_Geographic_Zip files.
Oh
can't be-
yes, I'll
More
have to do
actions
so.
menu.
So more action again.
Export. Copy. Export. Add to start. Export.
Export.
Save to drop. Open more. Open in. Button.
Open in.
Alex adds a note. Add Dropbox. Copy to line score. Copy to voice of Daisy.
Oops, so
Copy
it
to
is.
EasyReader. Copy to EasyReader.
Here we go. Copy
Draggable.
to EasyReader.
Double
Double clicking.
EasyReader. Side menu button.
Here we go. So I'll do the same thing with my other books that I'd like to export to
EasyReader. Active.
EasyReader.
Dropbox.
So
active.
I'll come back to my Dropbox
Books. Back button.
and clicking
Files.
back.
MacLife_June. 5 files.
And
MacLife_June_2018.
Here's the Mac Life magazine, which is a plain text book. So I'll go ahead and export this
Mac
one
Life
to
books, back
EasyReader.
Mac share button. More actions menu.
More
button.
actions.
Mac 15.0 Mac share button. Manage access. Make available offline. Add. Export button.
Export.
Tap to Alexa. Mail. Remind. Ads. Twitter. Dropbox. More. Save to drop. Copy. Open in button.
Open in.
Draggable. Exporting. Tap
we
to
go.
share with AirDrop.
And finally,
Alexa adds a note. Add to help. Dropbox. Copy to EasyReader button.
copy to EasyReader.
EasyReader. Loading. Image.
And it's done. Then I'm already in my EasyReader application. I'll go ahead and open the navigation menu and we'll see that my two books that I've imported in this app are now available.
Side menu button. My books button.
Then my books.
MacLife, June 2008, search field.
And now
Double
if I
tap to
look
edit.
at the listing,
MacLife, June 2018, days.
Mac Life is there.
Book information. Canadian Geographic, April.
The
Book information.
Canadian Geographic.
The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany.
And the one from Tiffany Haddish that we've tried previously.
Book Canadian Geographic,
I'll
April
go ahead
2018, Daisy. On
Open
device, actions available.
the Canadian Geographic book. So my double
Loading.
clicking, loading,
Image.
and you'll see that as soon as I'll click the play button,
0% play.
here we go.
Pause.
Canadian Geographic, March, April 2018.
It's working, and I was able to
Production of this
import it
accessible
as
audiobook
a
was
zip
made
file.
possible in part
Next
by the
button.
generous support of
I'll press pause here.
Navigation
Then
settings.
if
button.
I look at the navigation
button.
settings from there,
Navigations. Heading 1 only selected. Heading 1 and 2 only. Heading 1 and 2.
this is what I was
Heading. Book default.
talking
15 seconds.
previously. So 15
Book
second, book default,
Heading.
heading,
Heading 1 only selected.
heading 1 only,
Heading 1 and 2 only.
And heading 1 and 2 only. So maybe I'll click
Image.
this one.
Side menu.
And
button.
then
Play.
I'll resume the reading.
Part by the generous
Pause.
support of CNIB donors.
If
Next button.
now I go ahead and click
Enterprises
next.
On behalf of this how to use this DAISY publication.
There we go.
This publication
Navigation
Next again.
settings. Next button. Next.
table of contents,
Next.
digital contents, Bison breakthrough.
And it's
Watch a
working
video
well. So I'll click pause. And now let's go ahead and open a textbook, a plain
Side
textbook.
menu button.
So
Canadian
side menu.
Geographic. My books button.
My books.
Canadian Geographic. Book information. MacLife.
MacLife.
June loading. MacLife. June 2018. Heading level 1. This work has been reproduced in
And now if I click play,
play.
MacLife, June 2018.
now
This work
what
has
we
been
are
reproduced
hearing
in alternative
is a
format for the
TTS
exclusive use of
voice.
people with print disabilities under copyright law and includes full text.
I'll pause the reading and we'll go ahead and open the audio setting window, and from there you'll see that some new settings are now available.
Audio settings button. Audio setting back button. Voice. Daniel English United Kingdom.
And now we have the possibility to select a voice.
Voice settings button.
Before clicking on this, I'll show you the option. So you have the possibility to select the voice you'd like.
Add voices button.
You can also
Voice settings button.
change settings for the voice. I'll show you this a bit later.
Add voices button.
Add voices. This is an option that will allows you to purchase extra voice. Voices are at the price of around $9.99, but you'll have a choice of high premium quality voices.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Yes, a pronunciation dictionary is also available in this app. So if a word is mispronounced, you'll have the possibility to change this behavior.
Default list.
And here's the list
New pronunciation list
the
button.
pronunciation.
Edit pronunciation list. Remove pronunciation list. Play on navigation.
And from there, you'll find all the previous audio settings that we were used with before. So I'll click on voice.
Audio voice. Daniel English.
I'll click on the
United
name of the voice.
Back button.
Here we go.
Voice. Imagine
And
Arabic. Saudi
now,
Arabia. Susanna. Sarah. Danish. Denmark.
voices that are available there are all voices that are available with VoiceOver, but not series voice. And I'm not sure that Alex is there too.
Anna. Hal. Mark.
But
Melina,
a majority of them are.
Gore. Karen. English.
So
Arthur.
I'll
English.
go
United
ahead
Kingdom.
and
Daniel. English.
select
United. Martha. English. United Kingdom. Moira. English. Aaron. English. United States. Fred. Nikki. English. United States.
Okay, I'm not finding the voice I want. Anyway, let's try Nikki.
Nikki. English. United States. Nikki. English. United States. Selected.
Here we go.
Voice.
Then
Heading.
I'll click
Back button.
on the back button.
Remove audio settings. Back audio voice. Nikki. English. Voice settings.
And
button.
I can also click on voice settings.
Back voice set rate. 50%. 50%.
So this
adjustable.
is the rate.
Swipe
I
up or
can
down with one finger to adjust the value.
adjust by swiping up or down.
Pitch. 33%.
Same thing
adjustable.
for the pitch.
Volume. 80%. Adjustable. Pause.
Volume.
33%.
I think it's a delay for pause or something like this.
Press the play button to test your voice settings. Test voice.
And I can test voice.
Press the play button to test your voice settings.
Okay, this is not a cool voice, but anyway,
Back button.
I'll click
Back button.
Then
Audio settings. Heading.
I'll
Voice.
show you
Nikki,
also
English. Voice settings. Add voices. Button.
the Add Voices button.
Loading. Checking purchases. Look by Susan. 48 by Tom.
Alright, and now I
56.89
have
bytes. Nuance vocalizer embedded.
I have
By
a
9.99
couple of choice
Zoe.
right
60
there.
By 9 Arabic. Heading. Layla.
And
Arabic.
then I
Vertical
can
language.
navigate by
Hints,
headings.
Characters. Word. Speaking rate. Volume. Containers. Headings. Argentinian. Australian. Basque. Heading. Belgian. Bhojpuri. British. Bulgarian. Canadian. Catalan. Chilean. Spanish. Chinese. Man. Croat. Czech. Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, Russian, German, Hebrew, Hindi,
Where's
Indian,
English, USA?
Irish, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mexican, Polish, Portuguese,
Is it
Russian,
US
Scottish,
English?
South African, Spanish, Swedish, Tamil, Turkish, heading not found, Turkish,
Oh,
Thai,
I think it
heading,
was at the
1
beginning.
to 4, heading not found, Taiwanese Mandarin, Tamil, Taiwanese, back button, add voice, preview, American English, head,
There we go.
Allison, 37.76 megabytes, nuance vocalizer embedded, by 9. Ava, by 9. Nathan, by 9. Samantha, by 9. Susan, 4, by 9. Tom, 5, by 9.90. Zoe, 6, by 9. Arabic, heading.
So, like you can hear, I have a couple of voice that I can purchase right from there.
Back button. Back button. Side menu. Audio set. This work.
So now I am back in my book, and as you can hear too,
Mac Life, June 2018.
I
heading
can
level 1.
also access the text using
This work has been
VoiceOver.
reproduced. Captions are not provided. To avoid disrupting the flow for those using Braille or audio only, we have elected not to indicate where there is an image. Any typographical errors originate with the publisher, and we are
So I can also read text with VoiceOver. The thing here is that even if the text is present on the screen, if you start a continuous reading, VoiceOver will not scroll automatically the document after the end of a specific section. So that's why you must use the audio player integrated inside the application. By the way, right now, if I start playing the text,
Text and images. Captions are not provided. To avoid disrupting the flow for those using
so we
Braille or
can
audio
hear
only,
the
we have
TTS we
elected
have
not to
chosen.
indicate where there is.
And by the way, remind you that there's a search option available directly in your screen that will allow you to search in the text of the book that you are actually reading. I think we are done with this one. Then I'll click the side menu. By the way, same options are available for a plain text book compared to an audio book, so you'll be also able to navigate your book as before.
side menu. Mac Life, June.
And
My Books, Mac My Books, Manage Libraries, Bookshare.
I'll go ahead and start a connection to Bookshare because I'd like to show you the options that are available there.
Bookshare, image. Bookshare, heading, info, button, username.
So
text field.
exactly the
Password,
same thing
password,
as
login,
before
button.
for the Cella library. I'll enter my Bookshare credential right there. As soon as I'll be finished, I'll be right back with you.
Login, button, login. Waiting for. Side menu, Bookshare, heading.
And here we go. Let's do a quick tour of the screen. You'll see that it's
Side menu,
really easy to understand. So first of all, the side menu,
Bookshare, heading.
Bookshare,
Log out, button.
log out if I want to disconnect,
Search field.
search
Double
field.
tap to edit.
As soon as I'll double click there, I'll have a keyboard on my screen that will allow me to search directly the book that I'm looking for on the Bookshare platform. So even if I am entering a title, author name, whatever, it's gonna work instantly. That's just amazing and fantastic. So you might test this. If you compare to what the Cella library offers, yes, you'll have the possibility directly from the app to search for your desired book.
My history.
My history, that's going to be the history of what I've read before.
Latest.
Latest, I think it's okay.
Popular.
Popular,
Browse by category.
browse by category,
Browse by grade.
by grade,
Browse by
etc. So
latest. My history.
let's click my history.
Loading. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter. Book podcasting for dummies. Second. Book information.
So I
button.
have a couple of books there.
Harry Potter and the Goblet
Let
of Fire.
me
Harry Potter and
click
the Book information. Button.
the book information just on the side of Harry Potter and the Goblet of
Harry
Fire,
Potter and the
just
Goblet
to
of
show
Fire.
you.
J.K. Rowling. Download button.
And from now, I can click download.
Format.
By the way,
Daisy text. Side. Format. Daisy text.
Bookshare are all the time offering Daisy text books, and you can from their website ask for a version converted to audio using their TTS, that by the way is really good quality. And you'll also have the possibility to generate BRF. You'll have a couple of really interesting format. So if you're navigating the Bookshare website, you'll have access to all of this. And by the way, if you are a member of Sella, you'll have the free access to Bookshare.
Download.
So let's click download.
Download. Abort download. Preparing. Ellipsis.
It's going to take a couple of seconds.
0%. Harry Potter and the Goblet
Okay,
of Fire.
it's
Harry.
done.
J.K. Rowling. Open. Format. Open.
Here we go. It's done. So I'll click you back and I'll show you, by the way,
Back button. Back.
that in
Back
my
button.
menu.
Back button.
Back
Side menu.
again.
Side menu. Mac
Side.
Bookshare. See Bookshare.
And
Manage libraries. My books button.
I'll have in my books.
Mac Life.
Oh yeah,
June
and just
2018
before I'll
button.
click there, in the menu, if you were reading a book before, like we were reading the Mac Life, I still have the option there to return instantly to the book that I was previously reading. So this is something pretty nice to know. And
My books
from
button.
now I'll go in my books just to
Harry
show
Potter
you.
and the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter number 4. J.K.
Here
Rowling.
it
Easy
is.
text. Search field. Harry book and
So
Harry Potter
let
and
me
the Goblet.
click on
Loading.
this one.
Notice heading level 1.
Here we go. And if I double click with 2 fingers,
Notice. This accessible media has been made available to people with bona fide
perfect.
disabilities.
I
Navigation
can
settings.
also click.
This notice tells
Copyright
you how
2000.
restrictions
This note.
on the use of this
If you are
accessible
you
media.
access to accessible
Book.
previous pause next
Next.
Harry Potter and the Goblet.
Harry Potter and the
Harry
Goblet
Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
next button table of contents next
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. 1. Titles available in the Harry Potter series and reading.
All right. So I also have the
6%.
possibility
Pause.
to
Next.
navigate.
chapter 1 heading level 1
Chapter 1. The Riddle House.
Okay.
The villagers of Little Hangleton still called it the Riddle House.
That is pretty cool. And the way Bookshare works, it's going to be the exact same way as the plain text Daisy book that we've saw before coming from the Sella library. And I'm talking about the Mac Life magazine. So it's really similar to what we've saw before. Now that we have a couple of books in our library, I think it's now time to make cleanup. So I'll come back inside my library.
side menu Harry Potter and Harry Potter my books button
My books, and I'll show you how to
Harry
delete
Potter
them
and the Goblet.
and how to return them, especially for the Sella.
book information Mac Life June
So-
2018 Daisy
Regarding the Mac Life, it was an import from Dropbox, so I can just delete it by swiping up
delete
and double clicking.
alert remove book do you yes cancel
Yes,
button
I can.
Canadian Geographic
Let's
April.
do the exact same thing with the Canadian Geographic because I've downloaded from my Dropbox.
delete alert remove do you yes cancel yes button
Bye-bye.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire Harry Potter no
All right, same thing for Harry Potter. I
Delete.
just need to swipe up, delete,
Alert,
because
remove. Harry
even if
Potter.
it's a Bookshare are not managing, let's say, a time frame for reading books and you need to return them to Bookshare. No, there's not.
book
So
Canadian
I'm
Geog
just-
book information the last black book and remove book do you want to remove the book from the yes but cancel yes
So yes, it's
button. Side
done.
menu the
And
last black unicorn by
finally,
Tiffany Haddish Tiffany book information
here's
button
the
actions available
book from the Sella library. This one, I'm not gonna delete it just like this because the thing here is if I'm just deleting the book from my device, it may not be returned to the library. And in a similar case, what's gonna happen, you may experience some issues trying to borrow new books because if the book is never returned to the Sella library, there is a maximum of book that you can grab at the same time. So, and sometimes it can be difficult to delete them again from the library. So just to make sure, I'll show you how to do so.
The last black
So
unicorn. Book
I'll
information
click
button.
book information
Actions
on this
available.
one.
Book information. The last black unicorn. Haddish. Open button. Stand up to new name
And
actor Tiffany. Progress. Open. Haddish.
before
Tiffany.
the
The last black
open,
unicorn. Return book button.
there is a return book button that I absolutely need to click on.
Return alert. Remove book. Do you want to remove the book? Yes. Cancel.
And
yes.
now,
Button.
clicking yes,
Please wait.
please wait. It is now contacting the server to delete the book from my account and like return it to the seller.
No books in your library.
And now, no more books in my library, so I'm done. Please, by the way, make sure to close your entire EasyReader app using the app switcher and reopen it after deleting a couple of books, especially for the CNIB. It's gonna help resynchronizing the app with the server. So I think this is it for EasyReader. We've covered major features available on iOS. By the way, please keep in mind that an Android version is also available. However, when I've tested this out, I've got a couple of issues. Maybe we'll talk about this application in a next podcast episode. So in the meantime, if you have comment, questions, want to suggest a theme for an episode, please give us a call, send us an email, or if you want to get more information about our training programs, we are offering them for around $30 per hour. So feel free to give us a buzz. It's going to be a pleasure to discuss with you and evaluate your needs. So thanks for listening. You'll find all our contact detail in a couple of seconds. Thank you again, and bye for now. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwithiness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.